Colton, what is the team's mindset this week after the loss, and you guys have an extra week now?
Just getting back to work. Of course nobody wants to lose, but after it is what it is. We just got to go back to work and get ready for New Mexico State. We never take no team lightly, so we just getting back in the lab, keep working on our technique and things we need to improve on for the game. So.
In this day and age where it's, especially for a program like Tennessee, it's college football playoff or bust, how do you stay energized? How does the team stay energized and, get the fan base energized and keep going with what's left and what's ahead of you guys?
I think, that college football playoff or bust thing is kind of I think it's kind of misleading. I think as players, of course you don't want to lose. Of course you want to make the playoffs. Of course that's the goals you set before the season. But, each week you just want to go out there and, play your best, regardless of if you're going to make the playoffs, if you're not, if you're just playing in a bowl game. I think each week, regardless of what it's been, we've always been out, just trying to go out there and be the best version of ourselves. So I think regardless of what the playoff implications are or anything, we just want to go be our best selves. So.
You made a couple of nice tackles near the line of scrimmage, especially last week. You seemed pretty juiced after that. Just how was it that week of practice when you guys had maybe a focus on tackling and then saw it take shape?
Yeah, I think ET did make Coach ET. He made a big emphasis on tackling, and getting off blocks this week. So I really saw that translate into the game this week. Trying to stop perimeter screens. We had a big one against Kentucky, so being able to cut those short this week was really big.
So how would you sort of evaluate how you played so far?
I think I played pretty well. I think there's still some things I think I can improve on, some meat I left on the bone, I guess I could say. But each week I'm just trying to get better. I don't really look at my good plays too often. I'll probably watch them one time, hey, that was a good play. But after that, it's on to the bad plays where I see I can make improvements on. So I think that's what it is for sure.
Colton, how distracting is this time of year for a college player? I know you transferred in the spring, but the portal's not too far off.
Yeah.
Everybody's got an agent who's talking to somebody. There's the opportunity to maybe go pro. There's all kinds of things. How distracting, how mindful do you and your teammates have to be of those distractions?
Yeah, it can be distracting if your mind's and if your heart's not in the right place. I feel those type of things you shouldn't worry about till after the season's over. Right, but when we're still in season and we still got games left, we should be worried and focused about those games. And I feel like everybody on the team is pretty focused on the games right now, just from what I've been around. But you never know. But I think it can be distracting if you let it.
As leaders, is that conversations you have to have with people? Because it's not just, it used to be underclassmen thinking about going pro, but now anybody can transfer. Is that Are those conversations that leadership groups have to have?
I think it depends on the type of people you have, type of players, not even just the leaders, but the type of players you have on your team. And I feel this team is pretty tight knit. A lot of of course, there's players I think they probably think they should be playing more. That happens everywhere, but I think everybody cheers on everybody. Nobody's jealous of anybody that I've seen. So I think just here it hasn't been something where we got to discuss this. So
This team preaches next man up mentality. How would you evaluate how you've taken advantage of your opportunity?
I think I've done a decent job. I think like I said, there's always areas to improve, but you always got to be ready. I'm growing up, I was never anybody's really first choice, so I was always having to choose to have the next man up mentality. So just every time getting my opportunity, going out there and making the best of it, I think that's what it is.
Do you think that gives you an edge in how you play on the
field?
field?
For sure. Even I think I try to treat every day there's somebody behind me trying to outbeat me, beat me out from my spot. So you just got to treat every day like that.
In your case, you started to kind of show up on some mock drafts and stuff. Have you surprised yourself with how you've played since you've come to the SEC?
Nah, I haven't surprised myself. It was more just proving others right. Proving myself right. Not really proving others right. I always knew the type of player I was. That was a goal I set for myself, coming into this year. So yeah, it wasn't really too much of a surprise for me.
I guess at the end of the season, what are you hoping people will say maybe about how you did perform this season?
Shoot, I'm hoping to win the Jim Thorpe, but I mean, honestly, I just hope people just say I played hard. Like, I was a guy who plays hard, who played for his team. The personal accolades, of course, you want those. Like, everybody wants those, but I just want, like, my teammates to know that I gave my all for them. Every play, trying to help us be the best version of ourselves. So I think that's my ultimate thing.
How have you seen Jamal kind of go through the last few steps of his process trying to get back?
Oh yeah, he's handled it really good. I think probably a lot better than I would have. I probably, about this time, it been taking this long, I probably would have started crashing out. But he's handled it really, really well. And I'm hoping at least one game to get out there next to him, make some plays. So.
Thanks, Colton. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
No problem.